Four students are asked to describe a nebula and a star. Their responses are shown in the table below. Student 1 said, "A nebula is a collection of hot gases that sometimes produce light from nuclear reactions, and a star is a sphere of dust and gases that contains many elements and produces light from fusion and fission reactions." Student 2 said, "A nebula is a collection of hot gases that result from stars that have exploded, and stars are a collection of gases from several nebulae hot enough to cause a nuclear reaction." Student 3 says, "A nebula is a collection of dust and gases that form stars or results from dying stars, and a star is a sphere of matter with a density and temperature great enough to cause a nuclear reaction at its center." Student 4 said, "A nebula is a collection of dust and gases that are found near stars, and a star is a collection of hot gases that form a sphere but produce no light." Which student described these two celestial bodies correctly? A, Student 1, B, Student 2, C, Student 3, D, Student 4. Why does Earth get more energy from the sun than from all the other stars in the universe combined? F, the sun is much larger than the other stars. G, the sun is much more dense than the other stars. H, the sun is much hotter than the other stars. J, the sun is much closer than the other stars. Which of these locations on Earth experiences the least change in the number of daylight hours throughout the year? A, North Pole, B, Equator, C, Tropic of Cancer, D, Tropic of Capricorn. Quasars are extremely distant celestial bodies. Investigators used a special telescope determined that a certain quasar was emitting waves with a frequency of 1.41 times 10 to the ninth power. An electromagnetic spectrum is shown. The investigators were most likely using a telescope that detects F, microwaves, G, gamma waves, H, visible light, or X, X-rays. In the summer, many people enjoy going to the beach. The photograph shows a beach in Argentina, which is located in the southern hemisphere. Which diagram shows the position of Earth when it is summer in Argentina? Which statement about stars is correct? F, supergiants are stars that can absorb black holes. G. White dwarfs become main sequence stars when they gain mass. H. Main sequence stars are formed by comets. J. Star formation begins in a nebula. A student draws the model shown below. Which of these best compares the conditions at location X and location Y? A. It is winter at location X and summer at location Y. B. The moon is brighter when viewed from location X than when viewed from Y. C. There are more hours of daylight at location X than at location Y. D. It is day at location X and night at location Y. On July 4th, 1776, the American colonies declared their independence. The table shows the lunar phases for June 1776. On June 2nd, there is a full moon. On June 9th, there is a last quarter moon. On June 16th, there is a new moon. And on June 24th, there is a first quarter moon. What lunar phase occurred on July 4th, 1776? F. A waxing gibbous. G. A waxing crescent. H. A waning crescent. J. A waning gibbous. A student makes a model of the Sun-Earth system by swinging a ball around her head. Using this model, the student is trying to explain how Earth stays on a path around the Sun. The Earth is the ball, the hand is the Sun, and the dotted line is the path of the ball. The student explains that this path is a result of A. The gravitational attraction between the Sun and Earth. B. Potential energy stored in Earth that originated in the Sun. C. The magnetic attraction between Earth and the Sun. Or D. Electromagnetic energy from the Sun pulling on Earth. Which statement best describes a galaxy? F. A ball of plasma that experiences nuclear fission in its core. G. A system of billions of stars, gas, and dust held together by gravity. H. A mass of dust and ice that orbits a star in an elliptical pattern. J. A cloud of gas that is the birthplace of stars. Some students use records from the U.S. Naval Observatory to make the table below of the percent of the moon that is visible on each night in January 2011. Based on this data, which part of the lunar cycle occurred between January 5th and January 7th? A. A waning crescent moon. B. A wax